A few years ago, I remember being in a coaching session, and this was when I was really diving deep into my inner healing, healing of my heart, of my mind, my emotions, and my will. And I remember being in one of my sessions, and I remember my coach inviting the presence of God into the session. And I remember she asked the Lord if He could take me back to a moment in my life where where my heart and my just like hopes and dreams and just passions were completely just shattered. And it was funny because I had done a lot of like self-awareness work, and just really like figuring out, okay, like where is this emotion? Like I'm having this emotion, where is this coming from? And although that work is amazing, and that's actually a huge part of the process, in becoming healthy, healed, and whole, is to become self-aware and to start to recognize where your emotions are coming from. Why are you having them? Getting to the root of why you're feeling a certain type of way. And so that's a part of it, right? But the other part of it is actually inviting the presence of God in. Because oftentimes, and this is what I have found on my healing journey, we may know stuff from up here in our mind, but the Holy Spirit, our Creator, who knitted us together in our mother's womb, knows the depths of our heart, and He knows like things that like we wouldn't even be able to like think through. So there was this moment when I was in a session, and I remember having my eyes closed, and I remember my coach just asking me these questions, or asking the Lord this question of like, Lord, can you take Amanda back to a time and a moment in her life where her hopes and her dreams were completely crushed? And so I remember the Holy Spirit bringing back to my memory this time when I was probably in like seventh grade, and I was really I was really insecure as a kid and as I grew up. But I remember this moment in my walk as a kid, and as I was growing up, the Lord brought me back to it, and I was painting, and I was painting this beautiful vase. And I remember the Lord showed me that in this moment, my father had come home from work, and he was very, 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 very upset and like just exhausted from the workday. And I had gotten some paint on the wall or something like that, and he got so angry, and he took the vase and literally like broke it in front of my entire, like, just while I was like standing there in seventh grade. That really affected me, right? Because I was developing at that time. I was already like really insecure in myself, and I was starting to like find my joy for being creative. And it was in that moment that happened to me, that literally the creativity in me like died. And I remember from that point on, I started to partner with the lie that I'm just not creative. Like my sister is, my dad is, but I'm not. And so the Lord in a moment took me back to this time and showed me that the reason why I was believing this lie that I'm not creative was from that broken point that I had experienced in my life. And it was in that moment that my coach then asked the Holy Spirit, or asked Jesus to just reveal to me where He was at in that moment. And I remember having my eyes closed and the Lord just showing me that He was right there, and that He saw the whole thing, and He was right by my side. And I remember just sitting there and just weeping as the Lord revealed this to me, and just as I was encountering the Lord and his presence in this moment, he was healing the depths of my heart. And the next few steps in the next few days after that was just breaking up with that lie that I believed my whole life from that point on. And I kept saying to myself over and over, I'm just not creative. I'm just not creative. I don't have that gene. I don't have that gift. But then divorcing myself from that lie and speaking the truth over me that God is the creator. And so because he is the creator and I was made in his image, I am also a creator. So that was so I broke up with that lie and I spoke the truth again and again and again over myself until I began to believe the truth of what God says and his word says. And so this is the process of healing. This is just part of it. And the reason why it is so important to invite Jesus into the journey of healing is because he knows the depths of our heart. He knitted us together in our mother's womb. He knows our beginning to our end. And there is no way that I would have been able to put that broken point in my life together with this lie that I was believing if it wasn't for Jesus coming and revealing himself and showing that to me. He was opening the eyes of my heart so that I could see. And then he came in and he healed me and he gave me the truth. And so then now I'm able to partner with the truth of what he says and his word says and believe that and speak the truth over myself. And so the truth sets us free. And when we partner with Jesus to go on this journey of healing and allowing him to show us the broken points in our life and then allowing him to come in and heal those and showing us the truth, that's when we start to become whole and we start to become set free and we start to become secure in our identity as a daughter or a son of Jesus Christ. And then from there, it's like we start to find healthy relationships because we are becoming healed from the inside out. So our relationships become more whole. Our identity begins to be rooted in him alone. And just all these things begin to blossom and bloom as we begin to partner with the truth of what Jesus says and allow him to heal the brokenness that we've had to walk through because we live in a broken world, right? And so that is why it is so important that when we are healing, we invite the Lord in on the journey with us, because there are only certain things that we can heal from without him. But because he created us, he knows everything about us to the depths, the things that we don't even know. He knows our hearts better than we know. He can then come in and begin to reveal things to us that we would not be able to see otherwise. And so I hope this tip helps you today. And if you are on your healing journey or you're wanting to dive deeper into building a relationship with Christ and going in, diving deeper into inner healing, which is basically healing of your soul, right? So that's your heart, your emotions, your mind, so your thoughts, and then your will. You can check out my mini course, which is called 3 Steps to Finding Him, and I put the link below. So you can click there, you can check it out. If it looks like something that you want to invest in, I would highly encourage you to just take the step. You never know what the Lord is gonna do until you say yes and partner with him. And if you liked this video today, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are also wanting to heal from the inside out and grow in the relationship with Jesus. So thanks for watching, and I will see you back here next time.